Hello, and welcome to Shamrock Talk, the internet's #1 mother-son Celtics podcast. I'm your host, Jake Olin, reporting live from Bogota, Colombia. Here once again with my mom from the mothership, Natick, Massachusetts.
Woo! Go Natick.
Coming straight from Maine. How much snow did they get up there? Any?
No. We went skiing today.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, just Shawnee Peak, but yeah, I went skiing. Your dad dropped me home after the greens and went back and really skied.
Actually, he's still up there?
Yeah, he's
Gotcha.
actually skiing tomorrow night. He's going to go back up Friday and ski, and then ski Saturday, Sunday River.
A late season surge from it. Nice. Very nice.
We only got maybe an inch, and conditions were great, and nobody was there. Nobody was there. It was like my dream. I could cut really, really
all the way wide.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Well, we're recording this on the night of March 13th. Kevin Garnett night. Retired tonight. Lots of news. Tom Brady just announced he's unretiring, playing again.
Wait, are my AirPods connected? Probably not. Hold on.
Oh, we lost you. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, hold on. Keep going. Keep going.
Well, Tom Brady announced he's unretiring. We had Selection Sunday. We got the bracket for college football, or college basketball. March Madness coming up, but Celtics as well. Still can't see you.
Zoom, right?
Oh, goodness.
Oh. Okay, hold on.
Technical difficulties. There we go.
I'm back.
She's back.
Now I feel better. I was really listening to you just through the iPad, not the.
Oh,
it took me a minute, but I was like, wait a minute. All right, go ahead.
Well,
wait, I didn't hear Tom Brady.
Yeah, unretired.
Somebody the other day was talking about that, like predicting he would be back. He couldn't go.
Nope. He's back. Got Selection Sunday. ASU not in the tournament. Lost in the first round. Right. Not great. Yeah. But we got 3 Celtics games to talk about. We got Hornets, Pistons, and obviously tonight the KG retirement ceremony and the Mavs. Where do you want to start? Hornets? Just go in order. Yeah,
let's go in order. I just rewatched because I was driving. I just rewatched the Mavs. I'm a little worked up right now, but let's go back and calm me down with the other 2 games.
All right. Well, so Celtics win 115-101. Tatum has a second just incredible game in a row. Do you have highs, lows for that to start?
So my high was kind of a funny high when Terry Rozier blocked Tatum at the end of the second.
What? Why is that your high?
That was my high. I love Terry Rozier. I love Terry. And I just think we made such a mistake giving him up. So yeah, that was my high.
That was your high. Wow.
My low was Jaylen Brown. I call him Bumbles. Jaylen Bumbles. Like
Jaylen Bumbles.
I mean, if you went back and so it only listed him with 4 turnovers, but I believe it was this game where he was coming off the ankle injury, but he just is not himself. Like I don't know.
I would agree.
At times his passing is just not great. That what he was doing previously, driving into defenders and like getting stuffed. Even today's game, he did the same thing. I don't know. Kind of weird. That game, I think I did tally it up. 8 either bad passes. He dribbled it off his foot. He was only given 4 turnovers because I think that when he dribbled off his foot, a Celtics regained the ball. One of the players regained the ball, but just not himself this game. Mm-hmm. So he was my low. I just thought, he did not look good. Jason Tatum was outstanding. I mean, he was great. He
was my high. He was just incredible. I think it was close almost the whole way. We got a little separation at the beginning or the end of the third.
Yeah.
And then to start the fourth, he just hit those 2 absurd threes in a row, and it's like game over. It was over right then and there, and we ended up blowing him out the rest of the way. So he was my high, and I actually also had Jaylen Brown as my low. I think, we'll get to the other games, but even something's just off lately. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. And I wonder if it's just Tatum taking that next step and he doesn't quite know where to go. I don't know. It's one thing to say you'll work together as a team, and it's another thing to watch one person take off. And I don't know, but he has not been himself.
I agree.
One funny thing in that game, I can't even tell you how many times I laughed when Plumlee went to the line to shoot free throws.
Uh-huh.
He has the worst percentage in the NBA. The worst.
The free throws? Is that true?
Oh my God.
Oh, really?
Yes. He's at 36%.
Oof.
Yes. And every time he would go, I felt so bad for him. And the worst, the time I laughed the hardest was when he shot his second, and literally it was a thud and there was a violation, and he had to shoot a third. And even, I don't know if it was Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, was laughing so hard. Like you just wanted to get him off the line. It was hilarious. So that was kind of my funny high. Making fun of people. Not a good thing, but anyway, it was quite humorous.
Yeah. Not much else. I think the Hornets look like a completely different team in the wrong direction. Well, like what happened? I don't know what's going on with them. I thought Ball was really unimpressive.
Yes. Well, he was benched. They benched him and put someone else in for the most of the first half.
I don't know what's going on with them, because as we've harped a couple times on here that they're one of the most fun teams to watch. Other people have said that. Well, I don't know what's going on down in Charlotte, but something switched.
Yeah.
There's a like Mike situation where we got the energy and we absorbed it from them or something, because they have gone in the wrong direction as we've gone up.
Yeah. Not much else to say about that game. No, you know what? I do have something else to say. So I don't know if you remember Miles Bridges from last year. Yeah. And the last time we played him, I said the same thing. Like, where is he the first half? He's very quiet. And I used to think he was a ball hog. He just was one of those very dominant. And the last time we played him, it was almost the same thing. He was kind of quiet the first half and then really kind of came on the second half. Same thing this game. He's like, I think, trying to be more of a team player, but like disappearing and then trying to turn it on in the second half, which I think is just a mistake. He actually, when he turns it on, is a very good player. So I think they misuse him. I don't know if that's just the coach trying to make him more of a team player, because he truly was a ball hog, but he's a great player and they underutilize him. So that was my what's going on? What's the theory of how he's being used this year? But yeah, he's a totally different player than he was before. Totally different. Very quiet in the first half. And I mentioned that I remembered him from last year. And the first time we played them, it's like, where's Miles Bridges? I mean, he just, I don't know. That's my only comment about it. I just don't think they shot well either. I don't think Terry Rozier shot well. And we played good D.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And when you're trying to guard Tatum with that many points, it's, I don't know, that kind of changes your whole game. That was
all right. So move on to second game on the docket. Detroit, Boston. Boston defeats Detroit 114-103. Actually, eerily similar scores. I just realized that I was within a couple points, but I love Detroit. I do too. What is going on? I always track their games, like when they're playing, and they played today. They held really they were really close to the Clippers the whole way. They're really close to someone else and just lost. They beat the Hawks. They're like every one of their games they winners like super close now. For a team that has one of the worst records in the league, it's like
same thing. Ever since we lost to them, I've been following them as well. They're not a bad team.
No, they're not at all.
Like they're just right on the cusp. Obviously, not.
Yeah, they're too young. They don't have
this year.
Talent. Yeah. But a lot of guys
super
to look
fun.
Out for.
Yeah. No, I 100%. I think they're going to be good. I think next year they're going to be a good team. I completely agree.
Highs and lows for that game.
I don't know. What were yours?
Let me see. My high was Robert Williams. I thought he was really good.
That's what I said. He was my high. Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
He was excellent.
He was my
inside.
high. Yep. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, just does all the things that he always does. Protects the rim, plays good defense, efficient on offense with the lobs and putbacks. He was tied for team high plus 18.
Yeah. No, I loved him. He was my high as well. Agreed. What was your low?
My low was 3-point shooting. And I mean, this is just continuously a low, and I'll talk about this later.
It's so scary. Yes.
It's just what's gonna kill us.
Was that the game we were 18%?
Let's see. 6 for 32 is 18.7%. Yes.
OMG.
Brutal.
I predict us as a championship team. We got to figure this out in the next few games.
Yeah, I agree. So I actually
I go, what?
I actually pulled the statistics on this because it was something I wanted to harp on. That I think you're exactly right there. This is going to, like, shooting and offense, and specifically shooting, is going to kill us if we can't figure this out. In the 3 games that we're going over today, Hornets, Pistons, Mavs, our last 3, we're 27 for 106 from 3, 25%. Without Tatum, we're 16 for 82, 19.5% from 3 in 3 games. And so, I mean, and I guess, he didn't play terribly here, but I think Derek White has been a huge disappointment in that category. We knew going in he wasn't a great shooter, but it's been pretty abysmal lately. And everyone, I mean, Grant Williams hasn't helped lately. He's been
last
off.
2 games.
Yeah,
has been bad.
I think. I mean, like, other than Tate and even Brown, is 1 for 8 in the Pistons game. He was, I think, 1 for 8. Yeah, 1 for 8 from 3 in the Hornets game as well. And today he was
24% today. We were as a team. Yeah.
I mean, no one other than Tatum can shoot the 3 right now.
Yeah.
And it's I mean, it's going to that's going to kill us in the playoffs.
And even today, he was 3 for 10. I mean, that's still not. I mean,
no, and he has a big. I mean, he was super efficient with the Hornets, but it's not like he's shooting. But he can at least makes them when he's open. At least that's the big difference. Is he when he's open, Jason Tatum hits them like he just does. Some questionable shot selection from 3, but when he's open, he hits them, and you can't say that about the rest of the guys.
No.
Nobody is good from there. So that was my low in the Pistons game. And
mine
really
too.
just overall for the
18%.
podcasting. Brutal. Other than that, I love Marcus Bagley. I wanted the Celtics to get him so bad.
I do too. I think he made the difference for the Pistons.
Yeah. His brother goes to ASU. Go Devils. He didn't play it all this year. He was hurt. And so did his grandfather, actually. But I wanted the Celtics. He wasn't a need for the Celtics. So it's not like we needed like a scoring power forward. But he was the number 1 player in the country coming out of high school. Yeah. Number 2 pick overall. He's excellent.
Yeah.
And
I think
the Kings are just a disaster organization that didn't use him right. And so they sold him for pennies on the dollar. And now he's a great pickup for the Pistons.
Yeah. Agreed.
But they're tough. Played us tough the whole way. Cunningham is really good too. He was excellent all game.
Yes. Yeah.
Shockingly good.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be good for the next couple of years.
Next year, I think next year you're going to see.
Yeah. When the odd, we'll check the odds that come out for betting for total record. We'll take the over for the Pistons. We can do a group bet there.
And they're fun to watch. They move the ball. I love that type of team, right? No superstar really. They move the ball well, and they play hard, which I love. They play so hard for the second worst record, and they still make it a game.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I love. That's why we're
kudos to their coach.
Yes.
For making them play. Be respectful. I mean, isn't that the worst? Those games that you're like, So
they
good
don't
for
even
them.
show up, like Orlando a couple times this year, and the Nets when they didn't have Kitty and Kyrie didn't show up.
Absolutely. No, I think they're fun to watch.
And they didn't have
play.
what's his name? They didn't have one of my favorites, the guy that fought LeBron. This is the second time I've called him the guy that fought LeBron, and I don't know his name.
Oh, I know who you mean. I can't think of his name either. But he was out.
It's gonna kill me. Roster. Isaiah Stewart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was out, so they didn't even have him, and they played us tough all the way to the end there. And yeah, that's all that I got there.
Yeah, I don't have a lot. I mean, I think even though it was close, I think we sort of, because Tatum was playing so well. I liked how they double teamed him finally. Did not want him to make that. They were talking about, so he was up for the record, most points in 5 games.
Oh, really?
Against Larry Bird. He was 199. Larry Bird is 204. Yeah, for the Celtics. And at the very end, they started double teaming him and they wouldn't let him. Yeah. So, but they had just come off a game where the Nets, Kyrie scored 50 on them. So I think they were kind of done with people scoring 50 on them. Yeah, I don't have much else. I mean, I think near the end
we're just a better team. They
play hard, but we're better. Yeah.
So that brings us to today's game, Sunday afternoon matinee against Dallas, a loss, 95-92. You're not going to beat many teams scoring 92 points. KG, I saw today we're 0 for 3 in our last 3 jersey retirement games. Lost.
Oh, are we?
We lost KG's today. Obviously, Paul Pierce, we lost to LeBron.
So I believe we came into this game very low intensity, very low. I don't know. We were just lackadaisical. There are games when we come in, like we played the Suns, we played the Heat, and we just come in with more energy. And we just, I thought when we came in, we just did not seem like it was one of those tough teams. But this is the Mavs are 5th in the West. And the West is tough. I mean, it's not like they have a good record. I just thought our intensity was low.
Yeah, I think it was Jim Murray tweeted before. He said both these teams are playing like they were in Seaport way too late last night.
I agree. That's the first thing I thought as they went out last night. Like, what is going on? There couldn't have been more bad passes than there were today.
It was like extremely sluggish.
And so the announcers, I don't even know the names. It was the national, whatever. Were like the D in this game, and I'm thinking, D. These are the really worst passes I have ever. The defense at times was
to be fair,
good.
We're both there in the top 10. I think maybe top 5. We're number 1.
Defense at times was very good, but the steals on those passes were terrible. They were like terrible. So it was just a very strange, sloppy game, especially in the first half. Second half, you could feel the intensity coming up, but the first half,
it's really hard to come up with a high for this one. Al had a great game again.
He
had a good resurgence.
They did not use him enough, but I do think he started to get tired. I'm not gonna lie. Because Rob was out, they used him. I did have a high here somewhere on my pages. My high. Question about this game. Would you have played Tice? Why didn't he come in? They're not.
I didn't even notice that.
Great
why didn't he come in?
I agree. So Rob Williams gets in trouble, and I think Grant is great at defense, but he wasn't shooting incredibly well. Why not take a chance and put Tyson? Because offensively and offensive rebounds, he's pretty good. And they're not super tall.
I think the thinking there, and the thinking really was we need offense. And Grant, he didn't shoot great, but he can shoot. Same reason I think Pritchard played super deep into almost closing.
That's what I said. I did circle my low. Our bench. We only played
3 guys. Yeah. I didn't realize that. We only played
not
8
shooting
guys.
well. I mean, offense.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. 8, I don't think that's enough. I don't know. For me,
Yeah.
8's not enough. If somebody gets hurt, you have guys that haven't played.
In trouble.
Yeah.
Um,
High this game. Do you have a high?
Yeah. As I said, Al, I don't know. No, it wasn't great. Robert Williams was all right.
Okay. He cannot play one-on-one defense. He was on Doncic.
Luka?
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, but yes.
Doncic.
Yeah, but you can't have him on Luka.
You can't. That's what I say. He's not a one-on-one up the lane player. He's just simply not that type of player.
I think
he goes for the block every time, and he's too smart. Doncic is too smart.
I mean, Luka's a top 10 player in the league. He's
agreed. Yeah.
I agree. They did.
So he gets in foul trouble. Our rebounds go down.
They did isolate him on Luka a couple of times. That didn't go great.
No,
I actually didn't think it was like the worst.
Twice though, his second and third foul because he was isolated on.
Yeah, but that's, I don't know. That's
maybe not second and third, but
I don't know. Hard to find a high from that game.
Yeah,
he scored 92 points. The defense, I guess you want to say defense is your high, but I don't know.
It was a physical game. I'll give it that.
I thought the refs called like nothing. It's kind of crazy.
I agree. Both
they let him play
both ways.
I'm fine with.
Agreed.
It happens. But that's another thing. But my low was Derek White. I don't know what's up with him lately. He's just hot start when he started with the Celtics.
So it's not even just shooting. I actually think he passes well. So that is like
when he drives and he's off the dribble, I think he's good. But
he set up.
He hasn't done as much.
What did I say? I had a play, which was really good. I think it was Pritchard to Derek White to Robert
Williams. Yes,
that was excellent.
Yes.
How many times did you see that type of play happen this game?
No.
It's ISO, which drives me, or one pass and makes it look like it's gameplay, right? So it gets passed, but then it's back and it's ISO. Our offense, I thought, was terrible. We just didn't move the ball.
I'll tell you what, Jason Tatum subtly made that play because he came down like he was going to charge down.
Yes.
Quickly threw it out to Pritchard, who threw it out to, because Jason Tatum did absorb the defense like he was going to go on that play.
Yes.
Kick out, made the play.
Yeah.
Which is that's what he's done lately. That's made us successful.
Yes. But again, still there were times
that was one
passing
of our best
out of his
plays.
He is going to get double teamed.
Yeah.
So if you're a good team playing us, you're double teaming, right? Because the rest of the team isn't shooting great. Maybe you get 20 out of Jalen. Maybe you get 30.
But he needs to be the guy.
Oh, totally. He needs to be the guy. But when
I'm not saying Tatum. I'm saying Jalen. When Tatum is double teamed, he should be the guy to get the ball and then make another quick decision, shoot, do it. He's just been off lately.
Yeah.
Even before the injury, I don't know what's. Since the All-Star break, really, he just hasn't been this he hasn't been a co-star. It's been the Tatum show, and he's just another guy.
And that's the problem I have with 54 points and then 40-something points is that it's great for Tatum, but against a good defensive team, he's never going to be that guy. He's never going to score 54 points in the playoffs this year. He's never. And so we need to figure out what is your offense other than Tatum. He'll score 20 something, and that's where we're in trouble. And I think part of it is passing, right? Watch, and I'd give the highlights tonight with the lob, even near the end, when he got double teamed, when Tatum got double teamed, that pass out is not good. It is this lob, weird, kind of slow, which you draw two guys, but if it is not a crisp pass, they have time to react and they have time to exactly. And so that is the problem that I have at times. Again, he is playing at a higher level and a better level than he was, but it has to be fast, crisp passes. You can't lob it to somebody because then the defense can react. And so I think that we're just not passing like we were or like we should, I think, at times. And now, granted, you can say the rest of them are not shooting well.
Yes.
You can say that. But what alternative do we have? You're gonna have to rely on that. You're gonna have to.
I agree.
Try.
But like again, it's hard to fault Tatum when we shoot
No.
90% from 3 over 3 games.
Agreed. But we have to figure it out quick so
and
we
it's
can
not
win
like
the championship.
We're getting open looks though. It's the issue, and it's just clank. It's like it's so painful.
I don't think we had that many open looks today. I don't think.
Maybe not today.
We had
today was bad.
But the passing
was
just not great.
Against the Pistons, a lot of open looks. Even today,
but that's
we still had a decent amount of open looks. That Grant Williams in the corner had a couple clank.
Yes, yeah. I think I don't know.
Yeah, I just Derek White 0 for 4. Grant,
I have a sad face.
Brutal.
Steve's bench, the 3 that we played, can't shoot. I think that was like second. Yeah.
Nobody could shoot. Nobody other than Tatum can hit, and Jaylen Brown is off.
Even today, I don't think we used or passed to Al and Will down and Rob Williams down low. I just don't think we utilized them enough. And today's game, and that was the whole point, is their lane defense is not great. That's why Al started with the 2. That's why we started the way that we did, because they're known, I guess, to not be as tall, to not have that lane defense, and I just didn't think we use that as much.
Yeah, tough game. I don't know. It's still hard to fault us with the winning streak we've been on. Very sluggish. It's not like it's. I mean, again, defense is where we're gonna really win games, and the defense wasn't bad. It's just
the defense was good.
Yeah.
I mean, we kept them to 95 points. I mean, that's our not defense is
not great to give up an open 3 at the very end, but
yes. Yep.
And that was I think that's the longest last minute of the game I've ever seen. Oh my god! I guess you were watching the replay, so you could fast forward, but
yeah. Oh no, I agree.
20 minutes for that review, and then
yeah. We were 24. You said this earlier. 24% at 3. We just kept shooting, and we kept shooting.
In the last 3 games, other than Tatum, we're at 19% over 3 games.
So my question is, this is, and I think we had like 4 to 5 in a row. So we're ahead. Doncic is on the bench, and we're ahead. And we shoot different people. Wasn't all Tatum. I think it was 4 different people. 4 threes in a row. Missed.
In the third quarter?
All of them missed. Yes. Oh, no, fourth quarter. It was fourth quarter. It was before Doncic came in. Didn't he sit? He sat for a while, and he came in the last 8 minutes. I thought it was fourth. But anyway.
Because it was when we lost the lead. We're up 13.
It was the last time he sat, which I think was the fourth quarter, the beginning of the fourth quarter. And it was like 4 threes in a row. That we maybe 3 threes. Anyway, different people shot it, and we missed. And I'm like, he's not even on the floor. Why aren't we driving? We're ahead by 2 or 3 at that point. It's like, I mean, we're just shooting poorly at 3. Why do we keep shooting at 3? And some of them were quick. We didn't run down the clock at all. One of them was Tatum bringing the ball up. We're ahead by 2, and he shoots a 3. He's got a guy on him. We didn't run the clock down at all, and we're up by 3, and he shoots a 3. Like, instead of driving, so I have a little bit of a problem with that. If you're shooting 3s as low a percentage as we are in a close game, why are you shooting them? Like, I don't understand. So I think that was that. Yeah. Al was a big high today. I thought he played well.
I thought he's been great.
He was good. Yeah.
Definitely a bit of a renaissance there.
I mean, he gets tired. You can tell when he gets tired. I mean, he plays a lot of minutes, or today he played a lot of minutes, but he gets tired. I agreed with Derek White, but I think he is a natural passer. And if you look at the plays when he gets to pass, I think he's more of a point guard than Marcus Smart is. That's my opinion, but I don't know. I say move Marcus to the wing. Derek White plays the point guard, and we try it that way.
Yeah.
That's my
again, you just no shooting. It's brutal.
I will take a passer at this point than a shooter. We need a good passer. Somebody, again, if I went back at the highlights, I think our passing is terrible. I think our passing.
Nothing offensively was great today.
Oh, very painful. But energy was low. Came out low.
Yeah, agreed.
I think you're right. I think everybody was out at the seaport last night. They all went out together.
Well, we got a road trip ahead.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get some rest on the plane. So Wednesday we got
Who's coming up?
Wednesday at the Warriors.
Like every game. Have we played them this year?
We must have, right? Let's see. Yeah. Warriors. I feel like every game we play against the Warriors is a close loss.
But they play well.
Why. Yeah.
Like there's something about the top 1 or 2 teams. When we play somebody who's like 1 or 2, we come out with incredible intensity.
Yeah. We lost December 17th. We lost by 4.
Yeah.
Last year we beat them. Yeah, it was 107-111.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I mean, 107.
Yeah. Beat them twice last year. But obviously they didn't have Klay Thompson and folks.
Yeah.
Beat them twice the year before that too, actually.
I predict we're going to play them very well.
I agree.
It's my prediction. I do. I think our D will be ready, especially after this loss. I think we're going to come out very intense.
After that, we have next Friday, we got the Kings at Sacramento.
I'm going to predict we're going to win.
Hope so. Yeah, really. Again, that could be a game where a little trap game come out sluggish, but yeah, that should be a win. After that, we're at the Nuggets. Rematch versus Jokic. He's been playing really well lately.
Yeah.
And then we're at the Thunder. So a little 4-game road trip.
Yeah. That should be, I think we should. Nuggets are, what are they ranked?
They're pretty good. Let's see.
Yeah. No, I knew they were good, but
they're 6th. They're right behind the Mavs.
Yeah. That'll be tough. Warriors, I think we're going to play the Warriors well.
They haven't been playing well.
Match
they
up
won the other night, but they've been sliding. They're below the Grizzlies now.
I think we're going to play well.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe we'll get some guests on. I'll text Connor right now, see if we can get him on.
Yes. I think Connor should come on. Your friend Joe.
Yeah, Joe's been itching to get on. He's very pessimistic about the Celtics. So
after today, momentarily I am, but I think we're going to figure it out.
Yeah, it's hard. I don't know. It's hard to overreact to one game that we looked really sluggish.
Like you said, I just worry about the rest. I think we need Jaylen Brown to step up. The rest of the team. You cannot win, or you can't go very far on 40 and 54 from one player, because what do? You double team him.
Yeah. So
They'll
I mean,
still get 20 something.
I just realized that. So I'll be in Argentina for the next podcast. I just realized they're 2 hour ahead. So these are 11 p.m. starts for me.
Oh, well, I'm not going to be doing it after the game. Maybe
so
you and Connor.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not
say day
after the game. It's gonna so maybe Saturday morning or something. We could plan on doing it.
Yeah. No, there's no way I'm gonna be
Yeah.
doing a 1 a.m. podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe in my younger days, but yeah. Warriors would be fun. Right after the Warriors, we should. I think that'll be good.
That's a tough one. We'll see. Yeah, maybe we can.
Not after the game.
No.
Wait, do they play back to back?
No, it's a Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah, so if it's a fun game to talk about, maybe we could do Wednesday.
We'll
if not, let's do Saturday. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That sounds good. All right. Yeah, tough loss. I'm a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. The one that predicted that they were gonna win the whole thing doesn't look like it right now. It was funny the other day. I was watching the TNT, the 4 Charles Barkley, and they were it was their last.
I hate the Celtics.
Well, no, this was just about their bold predictions. They didn't have one bold prediction, not one. Someone said their bold prediction was the Nets are going to win the playoff game and win their first round. That was a bold prediction. Yeah. It was they were the worst
Yeah.
bold predictions. So they were kind of, it was their last show because of the NCAA tournament. So they're all going to be doing different things.
Yeah.
So they won't come back until the last week of NBA play.
Gotcha.
So the next 3 weeks but it was hilarious. Their predictions were like, that was a big prediction. Really?
Wow.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. And then I read an article and they were predicting the Nets would make it to the finals. That was this other guys. I'm like, that's a bold prediction. Like, I think that's a,
The Nets, like, come on. They were the preseason favorites.
I still think with all that's happening, to say they're going to make it to the finals is like, just kind of funny. They're going to win the first round. Okay, yeah, it was funny. That's all. Anyway, all right.
Well,
have a great trip to Argentina.
Will do. See you there. 2 hours ahead. Late night West Coast games. Fun. Well, you can find us on all platforms as always. Twitter at Shamrock Talk Pod, Instagram at Shamrock Talk, YouTube Shamrock Talk, Facebook Shamrock Talk. You can find me at Mr. Caniac on all platforms. That's about it.
Signing off from Natick. Go Celtics.